Involved in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Arizona State's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have some. Touchdown, Arizona State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, David.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Pulls it in, it's Gaines. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gaines. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. There's a hit. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The play-action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Quarterback extends the play. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a first down for the offense.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Off-play action on first down. Looking to scramble. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Got his man quickly. That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Quarterback making checks. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's York.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Gaines. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one.
Work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The corners are walked up tight. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Stanford.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires left. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Stanford quickly to the line. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's York. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Arizona State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Fits working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Try to barge their way in. And they add 6 more. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The give to the tailback. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different...
Wide open on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch, it's Gaines. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. We've got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Hawkins. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The toss to the outside. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Aurora. Steps away to find some room. Find some fresh air. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his...
It's a running room. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They're trying to slam it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of the days that you look.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Dropping back, it's Aurora. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A shot toward the end zone. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.